Hey, Josh Tigg, Running T Farms. Last cattle move of the day. I wanted to do a little bit of a follow-up video from my baby boomers, the plain truth about baby boomers and the future of agriculture. Got a lot of comments on there, and I think some people misunderstood what I was trying to say, so I wanted to clarify a few things, tidy that up a bit. So I was in no way suggesting that baby boomers should or shouldn't do whatever they want to do with their land. I was simply coming at it from a demographic and a mathematics standpoint. There's just no way around the fact that they own about half of all rural and agricultural land at this time. And since the age of baby boomers is between 61 and 79, in the next 10 to 15 years, half or more of our rural or agricultural land is going to change hands. There's just no way around that. However, I feel like everybody should have the right to do whatever they want to do with their land. I'm not saying that they should or shouldn't. I'm just saying that it will be their legacy one way or the other. The baby boomers was the largest generation ever. That's why they hold so much of the land. So there's no way demographically or mathematically of getting around this, just like there will be no way of getting around the consequences of their decisions, whatever they may be. You know, should they decide to take the steps to preserve our rural and agricultural land, or should they decide to sell it to the highest bidder and it ends up in a solar farm or a strip mall or a housing development? It's their land. They can do with it what they want. My hope is that they will, take the steps, see the importance and the value of keeping this land in rural and agricultural use, and take the steps necessary to ensure that for, many generations down the road. Once farmland leaves farmland and it's turned into a strip mall or a housing development, it's never, ever going to produce a bite of food again. It's most likely never, ever going to have the chance to help improve the environment. So, I myself am a staunch supporter of regenerative agriculture because I've seen the power of it. I've seen how, this group of cows grazing right here, this is their fourth and final break of the day, and how we're able to improve the land, grow healthy cattle, and do it at a less cost, and produce more pounds of beef per acre than our conventional counterparts. And we're able to do that all while we're improving the land. So of course I'm a staunch supporter of regenerative agriculture, and I would love for some of these retiring farmers, landowners who are renting land, to get with a regenerative manager and have a conversation about what that looks like. And, we need more regenerative farmers and ranchers out here on the land making good decisions and improving the land, getting rid of the chemicals and all that has so many negative impacts on, everything across the board. Insects, birds, pollinators, people. Cancer rates have never been higher. All these things that I feel like come from lots of chemical inputs and herbicides and pesticides and lots of pharmaceutical stuff that has all these side effects. And we know that we can manage in a way to where we can reduce and eliminate almost every one of those things. We've done it ourselves. It is a process. In the beginning, there's going to be, a big transition period. If you're going from a highly dependent system of outside inputs to a regenerative model, and you stop that all at one time, like I said in future videos, you're gonna see a sharp decline in production probably for a year or two. There's also a steep learning curve when you're learning how to do this. And I'm not going to pretend like I have all the answers, but we've been doing it long enough now where we've got a pretty good handle on what happens, which is another reason why I share these videos. I hope some people can learn from some of our mistakes. But I just wanted to clear that up. I'm not, my parents are baby boomers. I've got many friends who are baby boomers. I'm not saying that, you know, yay or nay about them. I'm simply saying it's mathematically and demographically certain that a lot of changes are going to happen in the next 10 to 15 years regarding land ownership and land use. And the baby boomers are in the driver's seat in that regard, and their legacy will be hinged on the decisions they make. It may not be noticed in that first 10 years, but you know, 15, 20 years down the road, when all that land they've sold continually, if they decide to sell it to developers and strip malls and solar farms, once those things, you know, there's a lead time on that. If you sell this land today, it may be 10 years before they get started on it. So it may stay in agriculture in the short term while they're getting all their paperwork together to start the development. But make no mistake, once it's gone, and it's a big problem, especially in our area. We're in the eastern United States here in North Carolina. We get very good rainfall. We don't need irrigation. We can grow a lot of food on an acre of land here with no irrigation, no outside inputs, only management. So, you know, it's imperative that we keep these farms together, and I think it's imperative that people who own land, regardless of whether you're a baby boomer, a Gen X like myself, or anybody else, it's important to realize that we have to keep this land in agricultural use and where it can produce food, and we don't need to be selling it to the highest bidder, you know, for a short-term gain when we're going to have a big long-term loss of land. So I just wanted to clear that up. I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your day. As always, you can check us out online at runningtbeef.com. You can like us on Facebook at Running T Beef. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. Hope everyone shares this video with landowners, anybody you know that might be interested in regenerative agriculture. I'm going to get off of the land transfer issue here and get back into some more management type of videos. So like and share this with anybody who you think's interested. Have a great rest of your week.